A very warm welcome to everyone present here for 261st Sadgun Sangh. We are truly delighted to have each and every one you join us today. Today's topic is eating to live or living to it. Agenda for Sadgun Sangh Meet. Virtual inauguration by Dr. Sundar Kataria. Invoking the blessings of deity chanting of Gayatri Mantra. Introduction of the speaker. Presentation Mr. by Vikas Patil. Question and answer session. Closing section. Dr. Sundar Kataria, Chairman and Managing Director, ICS Group Companies. Sadgunsam conceived and led by Dr. Sundar Kataria, driven with a mission to elevate the quality, safety, and environmental awareness level of industries. Sadgunsam is a series of educative, informative events aiming to illuminate professionals and possible solutions to current issues of industries and economy. Designation as organization, Chairman, Managing Director, International Certification Service Private Limited. Academic qualification, Doctorate in Business Management, Mechanical Engineer. Experience, Rajasthan Atomic Power Project, India's first nuclear power plant RAP at Rawalpindi, Kota, built by Indian engineers. Worked as a nuclear scientist for 11 years and successfully completed as a commissioned the plant. Engineer Indian Limited. First batch of engineers to develop Bombay High Offshore Oil Gas Fields Mega Offshore Complex Platform trunk as submarine pipelines, underwater inspection, and intelligent oil as gas equipment, etc. That NOS Quota is world's largest classification society. Worked for 17 years at various capacity for the certification of fixed offshore installation, submarine pipelines, onshore project, and personal qualifications. Underwater inspection drivers. ICS. He is the founder of Indian first certification confirmed assessment body established in 1999. Provide the total quality of solutions. Certification of management system ISO inspection, testing, and training qualification of persons. Achievement and awards. Received the Lifetime Achievement Awards for the contribution of Corazon Technologies NACE, International by NIGIS, and under NACE USA. Social worker, protection of life, asset, environment, and safety.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Please join us for the recitation of Gayatri Mantra. Introduction of the keynote speaker. Designation and organization. Marketing Manager, International Certification Service Private Limited. Academic qualification, Master in Yoga Science, 2 years Philosophy of Buddhist Center, University of Mumbai. 1 year diploma from the oldest institute in the world, Yoga Institute, 2 years research on yoga therapy. Area of specialization experience. Experienced yoga therapist, meditation trainer, stress management, conducted various training as workshop, example, mental training. Certification. Awarded Samaj Bhushan during COVID for contribution in counseling the yoga therapy. 5 times state level winner in yoga competition. Departed training session to IIT Powai students on yoga on the special day. It's our privilege and honor to welcome our esteemed speaker, Mr. Vikas Patil, a highly respected and experienced professional in the field of yogic science and holistic well-being. With deep knowledge and years of dedicated practice, he brings a wealth of insight that will greatly enrich today's session. Today's topic is eating to live or living to it touches an essential aspect of our daily lives. We are fortunate to learn from someone who has devoted significant time to understanding the mind-body connection. So I would request Mr. Vikas Patil to kindly take the charge.
Thank you so much, Piyush, for such a nice introduction. Good morning, all. Let's start. Today's topic is eating to live or living to eat. So, living to eat implies that the sole purpose of life is to eat, only feeding the body with variety of material. There is always craving for different foods, taste, flavors, etc. Eating disorder are an illness and not a lifestyle choice. Eating to live implies that food is biological need of every living organism, and in order to maintain the condition of living one must eat. The sole purpose is to survive, sustain physiologically. Our body needs food, sufficient source of energy and nutrients. Why do we eat food? Food which provides all of the energy you need to keep active throughout the body, nutrients you need for growth and repair, helping you to stay strong and healthy, help to prevent diet related illness such as cancers.
लेकिन हम लोग खाना कैसे खाते हैं? टाइमली, साइकोलॉजिकली. हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? सुबह 9 बज गई, ऑफिस जाना इसलिए खा लो. 2 बज गए इसलिए खा लो. अभी डॉक्टर सचिन ने छोड़ दिया इसलिए खा लो. शाम हो गई इसलिए खा लो. घर में आ गया इसलिए खा लो. आज मैंने खाया नहीं इसलिए खा लो. बेकार में जाएगा इसलिए खा लो. ज्यादा बन गया इसलिए खा लो. मुफ्त में मिल रहा है इसलिए खा लो. तो आपका जो खाना है वो वास्तव में शारीरिक मांग से ना होकर साइकोलॉजिकल टाइमली मांग से होता है. शरीर कहता है भाई साहब मैं आपकी मजबूरियों को नहीं जानता, मैं मांगू और दोगे तो खाना पचा दूंगा, और अगर मैंने नहीं मांगा और दे दिया तो सड़ा के छोड़ दूंगा। क्यों? नो हंगर मीन्स नो जूस सिक्रेशंस। और अगर आपने डाल दिया, नहीं नहीं सब लोग खा रहे, मैं ही खा ही लेता हूं, टाइम कैसे निकालूं, डाल दिया, तो शरीर क्या करता मालूम है? शरीर में बड़ी लिमिटेड रिजर्वॉयर एनर्जी है, वो नीचे ऑलरेडी डाइजेशन में लगी हुई है, वो वहां से ना इमरजेंसी की तरह डील करता है, जो खाना आ गया फालतू में, और फिर वो वहां से वो एनर्जी विड्रॉ करके आधी इधर लगाता है, तो आधी उधर ही, आधी मिलती सिर्फ उधर। तो क्या होता है? कॉन्स्टिपेशन क्रिएट होती है। भूख का असली कारण यह नहीं है कि तुम फाइबर नहीं खा रहे हो, भूख का असली कारण है एनर्जी लो है इंटेस्टाइन में। क्यों? तुम सारे दिन ऊपर ही खींच के रखते हो बगैर भूख के भी। तो जिस दिन तुमने भूख से खाना सीख लिया, खाना घटिया था, खाना भारी था, पचने की 100% गारंटी। और जिसका खाना पच गया उसको कभी कॉन्स्टिपेशन नहीं हो सकती। क्यों? आते तो डिजाइन की गई उसी पर्पस के लिए भाई।
What is hunger? Hunger is a feeling that we need to eat something. When we feel we are hungry because our brain is telling us we are. Hunger is a physical symptom you feel when your body is trying to tell you it needs more fuel, such as an empty, growing sensation in your belly, or maybe a light headedness, or even headache feeling. Now, what is digestion? Digestion is the breakdown of large insoluble food molecules into small water-soluble food molecules so that they can be absorbed into the watery blood plasma. In certain organisms, these smaller substances are absorbed through the small intestine into the bloodstream. The substances that are absorbed during digestion are as carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Carbohydrate it converted into sugar, that is called as blood glucose. Protein is converted into amino acid, fats into fatty acid and glycerol. The final product from the digestion are sugar, amino acid, and fatty acid or glycerol, respectively.
The digestive process starts in your mouth when you chew. Chewing breaks the food into pieces while saliva mixes with food. Once you begin swallowing, the process becomes automatic. Muscles in your esophagus propel food down to your stomach. A ring-like muscle called the lower esophageal sphincter relaxes and lets food pass into the stomach. The stomach produces enzymes and acids, and stomach muscles mix food and liquid with digestive juices. Then, the stomach slowly empties this semi-fluid composition called chyme into the first section of the small intestine, called the duodenum. The pancreas makes enzymes that break down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins and delivers them to the duodenum through small tubes called ducts. The liver makes a digestive juice called bile. That helps digest fats and some vitamins and store it in the gallbladder. When you eat, your gallbladder squeezes bile through the ducts into your duodenum. The peristalsis actions of the small intestine mix food with digestive juices and push the mixture forward for further digestion. Water and essential nutrients pass through the small finger-like projections called villi into the bloodstream. As peristalsis continues, the waste products of the digestive process move into the large intestine. More water absorbs here. Bacteria in the large intestine helps break down remaining nutrients and materials and changes the waste from the liquid into the stool. Peristalsis helps move the stool into your rectum. The anus is the last part of the digestive tract. It is 2 inches long. The anus is surrounded by sphincter muscles that are important in allowing control of stool. It lets you know whether the contents are liquid, gas, or solid.
So is the digestive process. Our digestion starts from the first piece of food in the mouth. So whatever food we eat, we get 2 kinds of benefit, caloric and non-caloric. So caloric food is like protein, carbohydrates and fats. And in non-caloric food, we get vitamins, minerals and fibers only. Ayurveda, the oldest system of medicines in the world. What Ayurveda says about our health. समदोष समग्निश्य समधातु मलक्रियाः प्रसन्नात्मेन्द्रियमनः स्वस्थ इत्यभिधीयते। उसका तात्पर्य यह है the one whose 3 doshas, 3 dosh means vata, pitta, kapha, 7 dhatus, which are also described in our next slide, and elimination of 3 waste in balance, and also who has a balanced and contented mind and soul is considered to be a healthy person. It is said by sage Sushruta in Ayurvedic text. Ayurveda believes that the entire universe is composed of 5 elements. We know Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash. These 5 elements, referred as Pancha Mahabhut in Ayurveda, are believed to form the 3 basic humors of human body in varying combination like Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Normally Vata pravritti person is very thin and in physical structure. Then Pitta is a medium structure and Kapha is a very heavy structure. These are the 3 structures are defined in Ayurveda. Sapta Dhatu in Ayurveda. What is Sapta Dhatu? Rasa, Rakta, Masa, Meda, Asthi, Majja and Shukra. Last one is means tissues. So whatever we get from the food is a rasa, then it is converted into Rakta, then Masa means muscle, then Med means fats, then Asti means bones, and Majja means marrow, and last one is reproductive tissues like Shukra. So this is this process happens in our body as per Ayurvedic texts. What is indigestion? Indigestion is pain or discomfort after eating, and you have trouble in digestion. Healthcare providers also use the term dyspepsia, which means the same thing, impaired digestion. If you get a stomach or upset tummy after eating something in your digestive process isn't going quite right, sometimes it just means you ate the wrong thing or ate too fast. Viruddha Ahar. This is the concept which is described in Ayurveda. Viruddha Ahar means incompatible food. So let's understand what is Viruddha Ahar. Viruddha mapicha ahara vidya dvishagaro pamapa. Incompatible foods are equal to poison. It is mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya Sutram. What is Viruddha Ahar in Ayurveda? The food which is wrong in combination, which has undergone wrong processing, which is consumed in incorrect dose, which is consumed in incorrect time of the day and in wrong season can lead to Viruddha Ahar. Ayurveda clearly defines that certain diet and its combination which interrupt the metabolism of tissues, which inhibits the process of information of tissues and which have the opposite property to the tissue are called as Viruddha Anna or incompatible diet. These are the types of Viruddha Ahar. For example, Desha Viruddha. Desha Viruddha means is the diet which is contradictory to a given region. For example, intake of Ruksha Ahar, dry food items in dry region and Snigdha Ahar in marshy areas. Then Kala Viruddha, consumption of diet contradictory to time and season. For example, intake of Shita, cold and Ruksha dry substance in winter. Then Agni Viruddha. Then Mantra Viruddha. Sorry, Matra Viruddha. Matra Viruddha means consuming diets incompatible in terms of quantity required. For example, intake of honey and ghee in equal quantity. Then Satmya Viruddha, intake of such food items which are not in homologation to one's eating habits. For example, intake of Madhur and Shita food items by a person accustomed by the two and Ushna food substance. Then Dosha Viruddha, intake of food having similar qualities to dosha but incompatible to the individual. For example, hot food in Paitika Prakruti. Sanskara Viruddha, consuming such preparation of food items which become poisonous when prepared in a particular way. For example, if honey is heated, it becomes toxic. It turns into poison. That's why normally it is advised not to take honey along with hot water in the morning. There are very people who consume this kind of combination. That is wrong. Virya Viruddha, such food items which have potency opposite to each other when consumed together are termed as Virya Viruddha. For example, fish plus milk. Then Koshta Viruddha, consumption of those foods which are contradictory to one's Koshta means nature of digestive tract. For example, intake of Guru means heavy, Bahu, and Bhedaniya, be a person by having Mrudu Koshta, soft bowel, because there are so many bodies and each body is having different characteristic, different features, different type. So each body's requirement is different in terms of food also. Krama Viruddha means this is in indication for sequence intake of food contradictory to order, such as when a person consumes food before bowel evacuation and urination, or when doesn't have an appetite for food, or after excessive aggravation of hunger. Parihar Viruddha, consuming food which are against prescription. Intake of Ushpa Ahar just after consuming pork. Upachar means treatment. For certain treatments, Ayurvedacharya or doctors, they recommend certain kind of foods. Means it is a kind of treatment with the food therapy. Consuming such foods item which are not as per prescription. For example, eating cold substances after intake of ghee. Then Paka Viruddha, diet which are improperly cooked or food which undercooked or overcooked, burned during the process of preparation. Then Sanyoga Viruddha, food items incompatible in terms of combination. For example, intake of sour substances with milk. Then Hriday Viruddha, diet which is unpleasant and unpalatable to one's taste. Example, consuming unpleasant food items. Then Sampati Viruddha, incompatibility in terms of qualities. For example, consuming immature, over mature, and putrefied food substances. Then Vidhi Viruddha, eating food in variance to set norms, rules, and regulation. For example, consuming meat at public places. Avastha Viruddha. Avastha Viruddha means intake of food in contrast to one's state of health. For example, intake of vata aggravating diet after physical exertion or intake of kapha aggravating diet by a sleepy person. Guru Bhojan, heavy food in fever, etc. So, Avastha Viruddha. Concept of Viruddha Ahar holds wider significance is today's perspective when consumption of such food items may lead to several hazardous diseases unknowingly. It is pertinent to acquaint oneself with the knowledge of incompatibility in consuming various food items to attain a healthy living. So avoid consumption of Viruddha Ahar. Avoid blending fresh fruits with milk. Avoid consuming milk, curd with fish. Avoid adding honey to hot water. These are the examples. Then fish, specifically kilmil fish, should not take along with milk because both substances are madhur, sweet in taste and sweet after digestion. This combination is Abhishandi, means produce more moisture in the tissue and cause obstruction of various channels. Second reason is that both have opposite incompatible in potency. Fish being hot in potency and milk is of cold potency. These opposite potencies cause great vitiation of three doshas, for example, Vata, Pitta and Kapha dosha. Combination of hot food and cold water is wrong. Avoid consuming cold water immediately during or after a meal, hot tea or coffee, because it diminishes the agni and causes various digestive problems. These are the few examples of incompatible ahar, that is viruddha ahar. Milk with certain things like banana, fish, meat, melon, curds, sour fruits or bread containing waste. Then melon, grains, starch, fried food, cheese, starches with eggs, milk, bananas, and dates. Then honey with ghee, heating or cooking with radish, with milk, banana, and raisins. Lemon with yogurt, milk, cucumber, and tomatoes. Eggs with milk, meat, yogurt, melons, cheese, fish, and bananas. Then mangoes with egg, yogurt, cheese, cucumbers, then corn with dates, raisins, and nightshades with yogurt, milk, melon, and cucumber. These are the few examples. Ayurveda provides a complete and systematic understanding about the efforts of food on our physical and mental functioning. Food taken in proper manner helps in the proper growth of the body and contrary. If taken in improper manner, leads to various diseases. Thus, ahar plays a significant role in causation and curing of the disease. Balanced diet provide natural disease prevention, weight control, and proper sleep. A balanced diet is also important because it enables you to meet your daily nutritional need and enjoy a higher overall quality of life. A balanced diet also enables you to live longer. Regarding the importance of food, Ayurveda quotes various references in each and every step. Acharya Charak mentioned food is the root cause of both body as well as disease. Ahar is not only meant for maintenance of health, but it also very important in the curative aspect while treating various disease. So, in hospital condition, you must have seen that doctor comes, a dietitian comes, and he recommends certain ahar during illness or during treatment in the hospital. The need of the day is to increase awareness and consciousness among the general public about hazards of incompatible food. From above discussion, we can say that incompatible foods should be considered similar to poison and artificial poisoning. So our food is so important aspect of our life. फल खाए कैप्सूल नहीं, विटामिन सी ए और ई हो जाएगा गुल. If you learn that your body is vitamin deficient, source your vitamin from the natural ingredients like fresh fruits and not from the capsules, because capsule is unnatural and sometimes body does not accept, and there are side effects also seen in few cases. विरुद्ध आहार बीमारियों का असली वजह. यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल है, दही प्लस उड़द की दाल. जैसा हम लोग दही वड़ा खाते हैं, तो दही वड़े में जो वड़ा होता है वो उड़द की दाल से बना हुआ आता है, और दही ये तो टोटली विरुद्ध आहार है, फिर भी हम खा जाते हैं. तो खाते समय हमें कुछ पता नहीं चलता है, लेकिन बाद में धीरे 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 हमारे शरीर में टॉक्सिन बढ़ते जाते हैं, एंड दोज टॉक्सिन्स creates the condition of physical disease. Disease due to viruddha ahar. Maharshi Charak has mentioned that types of wrong combination can lead to even death. Viruddha ahar can lead to many diseases which are impotency and infertility, indigestions, various skin diseases of intestines, swelling, gastritis, fever, rhinitis, abdominal indigestions, stiffness in neck, varieties of anemia, intoxication, fistula, coma, fainting, viscerpa, blindness, ascites, bullous, insanity, etc. A number of diseases, both physical and psychological, such as depression, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and obstructive sleep apnea, have been found. If the above list of diseases is classified as per the body system, it can be said that immune system, endocrine system, digestive system, nervous system, and circulatory systems are affected by continuous consumption of viruddha ahar. You can see world's heaviest man, Juan Pedro Franco. This person is from Mexico. Age is 33 only, and his weight is around 630 kg. See this woman. She is also from Egypt. Age is 36 and weight is around 500 kg. This lady came to Mumbai for certain treatment. They used to lift her body with the help of see this is the structure which is completely spoiled by using wrong food habits. This is our common eating habits. We try to taste everything, even the dish which we don't like. What is the yogic ahar? Food and nutrition nourish the body, nourish the spirit. Yogic concept of health. So human body is the composite structure of 5 layers. Health is integration of 5 layers. Physical means annamay kosh, pranamay kosh means vital body, then manomay kosh, mental body, then Vidyanamay Kosh, intellectual body, and last one is Anandamay Kosh, that is a spiritual body or conscious body. So whatever food we eat, it nourishes all these 5 layers. Means it affects total personality of human being. युक्त आहार विहारस्य युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्नावबोधस्य योग भवति दुःखः means those whose diet, lifestyle, and sleep are yukta. Yukta means appropriate. That person will benefit from yoga, which removes all sufferings. So, these are the 3 aspects which are helpful to keep a person very healthy and happy, free from all sufferings and pains. This is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita in 6th chapter. So according to yogic text, what is yogic ahar? Yogic ahar is categorized into 3: sattvic ahar, rajasic ahar, and tamasic ahar. What is sattvic ahar? Those food which increase life and vitality, purity, strength and stamina, arogya, happiness are termed as sattvic food. Pure vegetarian food which are fresh, simple, easily digestible, natural, good quality, quantity, wholesome, neither overcooked nor undercooked. Regional and seasonal, fresh fruits, vegetables, salads, sprouts, pulses, jwar, bajra, ragi, wheat, nuts, dry fruits, milk and milky products like buttermilks, ghee, jaggery, honey, and natural sweeteners, etc. Sattvic food nourish body, mind, and spirit, consciousness, energy, and vigor, high concentration, high decision making power, calm and balanced mind, lightness, alertness, etc. These are the qualities of sattvic ahar. Now we see what is sattvic ahar. So this is the pictorial presentation. This is only representation of sattvic ahar. It may differ from area to area, location to location, person to person. Now, what is rajasic ahar? Food which stimulates nervous system, speed up metabolism, and activates the entire system is called rajasic food. All kinds of non-vegetarian foods, including meat, fish, eggs, chickens, or any animal food in vegetarian food, chana, rajma, etc. Red chili, spices, oily, tasty, and tempted food, etc. comes under Rajasic food. But if they are stale, they become more and more tamasic also. Rajasic food is rich and tasty and meant for the kings. That's why it is called as Rajas Raj. It develops the qualities like aggressiveness, action oriented, restless, more physical energy. It tends to stimulate and push the organism to increase its speed and indulge more in physical activities, sensual pleasures, and comforts. So, Rajasic Ahar is used to develop aggressiveness. For example, our defense services like Indian Army, Police Department, or any defense, they used to eat Rajasic Ahar more and more because we need aggressiveness in our soldiers. What is Rajasic Ahar? This is the representation of Rajasic Ahar like fish, food, masala, onion, lasoon, eggs. What is tamasic ahar? Food which is stale, tasteless, stinking, cooked overnight, refuse, and impure is the food liked by tamasic. Foods which are dead, partially spoiled, have lost their essence, have been processed a great deal, preserved in some way, having no spark of life about them, lack of vitality and energy. All packaged foods, frozen foods, stale foods, overcooked, multiple processed food, fast food, junk food, hoteling, etc. are the examples of tamasic ahar. The person feels dullness, lethargy, low energy, low decision-making power, low focus and concentration, low immunity, restless, irritating, accumulating of excessive toxins. So this is tamasic ahar, and these are the characteristics of tamasic ahar. See, this is the representation of tamasic ahar. Unfortunately, 99% population, specifically Indian population, they eat this kind of tamasic ahar. That's why nowadays people are developing so many diseases inside their body. And disease is the consequences of our wrong eating habits also. Diet awareness, 5R. 5R means right quantity, what to eat and what not to eat. Right quantity, how much to eat. Right time, interval, when to eat. Right manners, how to eat. And right environment means right place, right behavior while eating. It indicates that while eating, don't see your mobile, don't watch any picture, don't watch your laptop screen, or don't watch even television. Don't eat anything in front of television. There is a common observation that so many people, they use mobile to see certain clips while eating. That is 100% wrong. Now, quantity of yogic diet. Quantity is defined in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Fill half of the stomach with food, quarter with liquid, and remaining for air to move. It means like we don't need to eat 100% of our hunger. For example, if you can eat 4 chapatis, then you have to eat only 2 chapatis and worth one chapati, we have to eat liquid food like buttermilk and remaining for air to move. It indicates that our digestion will be perfectly fine if we eat less food. What naturopathy says. According to naturopathic dietitics, the modern man eats far too much. It is advisable to eat less, to eat good food that imparts vitality, raw food, whole or semi-whole food, whole grain, cereal, and cold pressed oil, natural sea salt with minerals, complete sugar. Advised diet, sprouted grains considered to be the excellent for revitalization. Vegetables and fruits juice. One must decrease one's meat consumption. It is preferable to eat fish, poultry, and eggs. A cereal, high starch content, and pearls with protein. Combination is good. In the same vein, vegetables and mussels make for a good combination. One is advised to eat alkaline food in order to neutralize body acidity. Goat, cheese, soya, potatoes, chestnuts, almonds, black olives, carrots, turnips, radish, celery, green beets, eggplants, broccoli, chicory, squash, bananas, figs, grapes, pears, and apples, etc. This is the advice by naturopathy. Then, what is detoxification? Acid is the major toxic substance available in the body. If we eat alkaline food, it helps to neutralize the bad effect of acid and body is detoxified naturally. So what is alkaline food? Alkaline food means the food, whichever come from nature, which is 100% unprocessed, like fresh fruits, green salads, etc. These are the alkaline foods. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. हिपोक्रेटिस, फादर ऑफ मेडिसिन्स, इनका कहना है कि आप अन्न इस तरीके से खाओ कि आपको फूड की जरूरत ना पड़े। सॉरी, अन्न इस तरीके से खाओ आपको मेडिसिन का जरूरत ना पड़े। अदरवाइज अगर अन्न रॉन्ग तरीके से खाया तो मेडिसिन भी दाई फूड, तो आपको दवाइयों को अन्न जैसा खाने का समय आ जाएगा। The next concept is avert indigestion. How to avert indigestion? The principle of healing any organ that is sick is to give deep rest to that organ to promote self-healing and recovery. The chief function of the digestive system being that of digesting the food that we consume. It is obvious that the system should not be overused. After the intense digestive activity for about 6 hours after a meal, the time taken to complete one cycle of digestion, the system needs to rest for next 4 to 6 hours to face the challenge of next meal. The digestive process also require a lot of energy, and if you are eating and working, the brain uses a lot of energy, and hence there is not enough energy available for the digestive system, leading to indigestion. This also means that you should avoid frequent munching, sips of tea and coffee during your working hours. So our sip of tea or coffee is also considered as a full meal. It disturbs total digestive process. The concept of fasting. Fasting, a boon by naturopathy. Fasting, please attend this word to word, sentence to sentence very carefully. This is very important information. Fasting is the weapon that nature cure wields in the battle against all acute or severe disease, and it has proved to be infallible. Diseases can invade the body only if there is an accumulation of acid and toxic substances in it. When the poison accumulates beyond the normal limit, the body makes strenuous and violent effort to eliminate them. It is these constructive efforts that are mistakenly regarded as acute disease. The body concentrates all its energies on the process of healing. In these circumstances, the body has no need for food. This resulted into loss of appetite and there is a bad taste in the mouth. If food is taken at such a time, the energy of the body gets diverted to the process of digestion. Consequently, the elimination of the poison is stalled and disease either intensifies or become chronic. In our country, there has been a tradition of fasting from time immemorial. Dr. Davies' words, food taken in illness nourishes the illness, not the patient. Influenza, fever, cold, cough, and most other similar diseases are cured by only 2 or 3 days fasting. In such cases, one must take light, uncooked, or liquid diet for 3 to 4 days prior to the commencement of the fasting period. This initiates the process of purification of the blood. There are various types of fasting. It is therefore advisable that fasting for extended period be supervised by an expert, or you have to practice your fasting under the guidance of expert only. The secret to living well and longer is eat half, walk double, laugh triple, and love without measure. This is Tibetan proverb. And these are the references and bibliography. I have prepared this beautiful presentation. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, Mr. Vikas Patil. I would request each and every participant to kindly unmute yourself. You can, if you have any questions or something, you can ask to Vikas Patil.
All are requested to ask questions. If you have any doubt, any query, or any suggestion,
Hello,
yes, sir.
sir. This is Suresh here.
Yes, Mr. Suresh.
Sir, I've been taking ashwagandha
Yeah.
tablet for the past 10 years.
Okay.
Ayurvedic tablet, ashwagandha.
Okay.
So is it good for what I've been taking for general wellness?
Okay. Then in this case, what is your experience? And you should continue or discontinue the ashwagandha with the help of qualified Ayurvedacharya.
Okay.
So, have you experienced any good or bad effect or any improvement, whatever things?
Improvement is there.
Okay, if you feel that there is improvement, as per my knowledge, in Ayurvedic medicines, there is no side effect. So, you can continue. But once again, take advice of Ayurvedacharya.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Any more question?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Uh, it was quite extensive knowledge shared, sir. Thank you so much for it. In one of the slides, you mentioned that there are some matured foods and immature foods. I need to understand what do you mean by matured food?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
In one of the slides, it was mentioned that we should try and avoid matured foods.
Okay.
So I wanted to understand what is matured food.
Ma'am, it may be referred to as overcooked, undercooked.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes we eat overcooked food. It may
Hmm.
tend to lose its essence, or sometimes undercooked means half cooked. People nowadays people take half cooked egg also. Yeah, this kind of.
Okay, sir. Secondly, sir, you also mentioned that we should avoid the food which are frozen or which are currently being used by the younger generation or maybe all because since we are working, many times
Yeah,
we are not able to make fresh food and eat it. So at times, food that we ourselves store or food which is available in the market ready to eat
yeah,
or vada pav is the easiest snack available for the evening.
yeah.
So how do we avoid this? What are the alternatives available?
Ma'am, alternative we have to find out because all these foods they come under the category of tamasic ahara. And whenever we consume tamasic ahar, we get all the characteristics of tamasic ahar and we tend to develop our human tendency according to the food. So हिंदी में एक कहावत है जैसा खावे अन्न वैसा पावे मन. सो जैसा फूड हम लोग खा रहे हैं वैसे पर्सनालिटी हमारी डेवलप हो रही है. सेकंड थिंग मटेरियल साइंस में तो ये कहा गया है कि जैसा रॉ मटेरियल है वैसा ही फाइनल प्रोडक्ट बनता है. वाट एवर फूड वी कंज्यूम our body formation is directly correlated with the raw material. I want to say कि हमारे बॉडी में जितने भी सेल्स बनते हैं वो सेल्स कहाँ से बनते हैं? जो फूड हम लोग खाते हैं उसी से तो सेल्स तैयार होते हैं. सो अगर हम लोग फास्ट फूड, जंक फूड, फ्रोजन फूड तो वो खाते हैं तो हमारा बॉडी उसी स्टैंडर्ड का उसी कैटेगरी का बनेगा ना. हमारा शरीर जो है पहले जैसा हमारे पूर्वज जो है वो बहुत ही सात्विक आहार, शुद्ध आहार लेते थे तो वो लोग 100 साल तक आराम से जी लेते थे विदाउट एनी डिसीज. इवन उनको चश्मा तक नहीं होता था. और आज क्या हो रहा है? अगर ये अभी का जनरेशन फास्ट फूड, जंक फूड ये सब खा रही है तो उसके लिए अल्टरनेट कौन ढूंढेगा? वी हैव टू बी एजुकेट देम एंड वी हैव टू एनेबल देम टू ईट सात्विक आहार. और जो घर का शुद्ध खाना होता है वो खाने के लिए उनको प्रमोट करना चाहिए. वेर एवर पॉसिबल वी शुड अवॉइड. हाँ, अगर बहुत मजबूरी है एक आध बार खा लिया तो क्या होता है कि बॉडी उसको फ्लश आउट कर देता है आराम से. बट अगर मैटर ऑफ हैबिट है, रोज अगर फास्ट फूड, जंक फूड ही खा रहे हैं या उनको कहीं ना कहीं बचपन से वही सिखाया गया है तो देन वी कैन नॉट डू. अगर उनके ऊपर संस्कार ही वही है तो वो वही खाएंगे. तो संस्कारों में भी हर घर में जैसे हमारे घर में होम कुक फूड का इंडिया में ट्रेडिशन है, कंसेप्ट है तो दैट इज वेरी गुड. तो हमारी कंसेप्ट हमारी संस्कृति से आती है. सो आई होप यू
Thank,
गॉट योर आंसर.
Yes, yes, I got the reply, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome, ma'am. Any more questions?
Yeah, very good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
and very nice presentation and covered everything. Why should we eat food? Now, my question is simple that present generation, present scenario. Now, how one can avoid the fast food or frozen food, frozen fruits, because Australia coming from New Zealand, coming from many countries, unless it is frozen, it cannot reach here as a fresh. So, how? And another my question was tamasic food. If you say, I do agree with tamasic food. If you are eating outside, the food is definitely a tamasic with a lot of spices and a lot of this butter or cooked. So that also gives you indigestion. I've seen.
Yeah.
Even you don't eat too much, then also gives you indigestion. Like recently, I was in Nepal. Had happened to eat outside, and I didn't eat much, very little, as per my diet. But when I came home, everything was okay. When I went to bed, I felt very heaviness, and then I started hiccups and all those things. And then almost 1 hour I was restless, and then I could sleep. Then I got up, then went to bathroom and vomited. At least 3 times, 4 times I vomited. Unless the entire food came out, then only I become okay.
Yeah.
And that night I could sleep. So the thing is that how do you avoid going in the party and eating with the people? And is today's world is not possible.
Yes, sir. Even today possible. Whenever you go outside and whenever there is a condition that you cannot take homemade food. So in that condition, out of your 2 or 3 meals, whatever you consume. So out of 2 meals, one meal you can have alkaline ahar, that is fruit, green salads, and etc., which will compensate your indigestion also. You will not face this kind of condition. Your first question was advice for a younger generation in India, and even you gave example of Australia and other countries also
Yeah.
about fast food. So in our country, there is a family system. In our family system, we train our children to eat homemade sattvic ahar, uh, शुद्ध आहार which is a term in Indian language. शुद्ध आहार खाने की हैबिट हम बचपन से लगाते हैं, इसलिए हमारी इंडियन कल्चर में जो फूड है, हर एक स्टेट में अगर जाओगे तो हर स्टेट का कुछ ना कुछ स्पेशलिटी है, एंड दे आर वेरी हेल्दी food in our country. Second thing is in Ayurveda, it is also mentioned that don't eat so many dishes in combination at once. So the food should be very simple, fresh, and homemade, hygienic. That we can do. We can avoid. It is a choice in our hand.
But how is that? It is not the choice. I don't agree. Anyway, I have another two questions
Yeah.
regarding fasting. What should be our frequency for fasting? First thing is this. Second thing, my question is about the particular day of the moon. It is advised that don't eat rice and certain food. Can you put light on these two
Yeah.
aspects?
Your first question is on fasting. So in naturopathy, there is a fasting, like intermittent fasting is described in naturopathy, And in our Indian tradition, all religious practices, there are fasting in our tradition. Fasting is very crucial for human health. Whenever we observe, we keep fasting, our digestive system get rested, and during that rest, body is curing, body tissues are repaired. That's why fasting is very necessary. Now coming to intermittent fasting, I have prepared a beautiful slide in on intermittent fasting also, but I will explain only. So there are two slabs. One is fasting and one is eating windows are left in during that fasting. So daytime, for example, from 8 a.m. to 8 hours, 4 p.m. We can eat two times at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Two times we have to eat, and thereafter 16 hours we have to left ourselves completely on fasting. So it has a very profound impact on our digestive system. During that fasting, our gut health is settled down, our bad cholesterol and everything is removed from the body. During fasting, our body detoxify, our digestive system detoxifies. That's why fasting is a very necessary. Fasting is equally important as eating. I hope that you got your answer on fasting.
Yeah, that's correct.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Person to person fasting hour are different or it is common?
Sorry, sir.
Means person to person
Yeah.
fasting hours may shape means may change or it will be same to everybody.
Yeah, no, sir. Person to person, it may differ because it is depend upon your physical condition, mental condition, area where you stay. If you are in the very cold place, then your body will require lot of calories. In that condition, you cannot do longer fasting. But when if you are in a hot place where you can do that kind of longer fasting also, it is depend yes, of course it is differ from person to person, place to place, and situation to situation. For example, if somebody is facing the condition of diabetes or other treatment, undergoing any medication, so for that person fasting may be differ, and fasting should be done under the guidance of expert only.
Sir, I
Okay,
have
sir.
a
Thank you.
question.
Yeah,
Suresh here.
yeah.
The question is for pancreatitis, which food is good? Bananas is good for pancreas because pancreas aids in digestion also, no?
Yeah. Pancreas, it is related to digestion process, but pancreas does not directly involve in the process of digestion. Pancreas secretes certain juices like insulin. So the pancreas has no direct role in digestion. It is indirect role. But your second thing is banana eating, whether it is good or bad. Banana is always good for digestion because it has lot of fiber, water, and natural glucose also. So banana is a anytime good fruit for the digestion.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more question, please? This is very important topic to us. Okay. I hope that you have no question. Now I would like to request Mr. Piyush to take over.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vikas Patil. Any questions out there? ICIS is pleased to provide you all its research and development integrated management system QMS, EMS, OHAS. Excellence in education management. ISO met easy in Gujarati, Marathi, Telugu, Hindi. For reading any of the above books, please contact Ms. Susma Kindle. Urja. About the author, Dr. Sundar Kataria. This book is designed to help you engineer a career for purpose, quality, and impact. As an engineer, you have a natural advantage. Your mind is trained to analyze, solve, and improve. By applying the same skills to yourself, you can build a career that is meaningful, resilient, and valuable. Just as a humanity has always pursued quality in its invention, you too can strive for quality in your life and career. With a clear vision, mission, and quality policy as a foundation, you will have the tools you need to engineer your life with an intentions and purpose. Remember, as a member of the quality spaces, we are wired to seek improvement and excellence. This is a journey, isn't just about book achieving success. It's about becoming the best version of yourself as a professional and as a person. Feedback from you. Please register on www.sadgunsang.org and go in and log in and give us a feedback. As we come to the close of the today's session, I would like to extend my heartful gratitude to each and every one of you for your valuable time and active participation and positive energy. A special and sincere thank you to our esteemed speaker, Mr. Vikas Patil, for delivering such an insightful and thoughtful provoking session on eating to live and living to eat. Your knowledge, wisdom, and practical guidance have truly enriched us on offered a deeper understanding of how mindful eating and balanced living can transform our daily lives. We deeply appreciate the clarity, the depth, and experience you brought to today's discussion. To all the participants, thank you for joining us with such an enthusiasm. Your presence is what makes the Sadgun Sangh community meaningful and vibrant. We hope the learning shared today will continue to inspire you and your support, your journey towards better health, awareness, and overall well being. We also encourage you to stay connected, continue participating in our upcoming sessions. Together, let us keep learning, growing, and spreading valuable knowledge for better and healthy future. Thank you once again and wishing everyone a wonderful day ahead. Stay healthy, stay mindful, and see you in the next session. Thank you for being a part of Sadgun Sangh.